Clients don't wait for the perfect moment to share ideas. They just drop them when inspiration strikes, sometimes right in the middle of your busiest day. Without a smooth system, those ideas, requests, or feedback lead to long email chains, missed messages, and tasks that never get logged. What if every client input instantly created a task on your project board, keeping everyone on the same page without the hassle? That's what this module is all about, automating task creation via form submissions using FluentBoards and FluentForms. And here's the best part. This entire workflow works even if you are on the free version. So let me show you exactly how to set it up. First of all, I need a form that will interact with my clients, and for that, my starting point is FluentForms. But before I do anything, I want to make sure the FluentBoards module is active. So to check that, let's head over to the Integrations tab and look for the FluentBoards option. Nice, the button's green, which means it's already enabled. So I'm good to go. So let's get back to the form. Here you can see I have already got a pretty simple form set up to collect customer feedback. It has a username, email, and a text area field labeled as share your feedback. Now it's time to create the bridge between FluentForms and FluentBoards. For that, let's go into the Settings and Integrations tab of the form and click on Configure Integrations. So clicking on Add New Integration brings up a list of available options. And right there we have FluentBoards. So let's go for it. Here, I need to decide where the task will be created. So I'll choose the board that handles the form entries, and then the specific stage where I want this task to be created. You know, it's important to have a clean system. So if you already have predefined labels for feedback, you can assign one from there. So I'll pick a label that makes it easy to support this kind of task later on. Next up is the assignee. Now, technically, I could leave this blank, but I highly recommend assigning someone because it ensures that the task won't just sit there forgotten. So let me handpick a team member and mark the priority as high. Now I'm on to the task title. So I'm going to write something like feedback from, and then use a smart code to automatically insert my client's name. So, you know, that way each task is uniquely titled based on who sent it. So it's super helpful when tracking conversations. So in the description, there are lots of things to do. FluentForms offers a cool way to handle it, just like a pro. So instead of manually copying over the client's idea, I'll use a smart code that automatically pulls in what they wrote in the form's text area. So this way, you know exactly what your clients mentioned in the form. So then I'll map the name and email fields using smart codes. So we know exactly who it came from. For task position, I'll move it to the top of the list so that the latest one stays at the top. As for the deadline, I'm leaving that blank or at 0 since turnaround time can vary depending on the feedback type. Everything looks good. So the feed is enabled, and now all I need to do is click save. And that's a wrap to the feed configuration process. All right, we have got everything logged in. The form set up, fields are linked, and description sorted. Now let's see how smoothly it runs when we go live. So let me quickly embed this form into a web page. It takes just a moment. Everything runs smoothly for our clients. Well, it's done. As you can see, the form is live. So whenever a client visits my website, this form is right there, front and center. They can fill out their name, drop their feedback, and hit submit. As it's as easy as that. The moment that form is submitted, FluentBoards kicks in behind the scenes. So let's switch over to my project board. There it is. Right inside the exact task stage I connected earlier, it's neatly labeled, and the title clearly shows the client's name. Besides, the priority is also set to high and even landed in the right spot on the board, just the way I configured it. So let's open up the task and check the details. Wow, my member is already assigned and the full description is here, word for word, exactly what my client wrote it in the form. So this is not just smart, it's efficient. And just like that, we have turned a simple form entry into a fully organized task, assigned, leveled, and dropped right into the correct stage of your FluentBoards project board. That's the beauty of FluentForms and FluentBoards working together. This kind of automation keeps your workflow sharp and efficient without losing control over the details. So if this tutorial made project management feel easier, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content just like this. Because the next module is packed with tips on syncing your support heroes with your project workflow. Catch you there.